Ladies and gentlemen, good day. You're highly welcome to this fair, which is going to be organized every Friday. Virtual connect potential investment opportunities. Possible investment opportunities in advance so that potential investors can always go through them and ask their questions during the session. So, and colleague here, Mr. Desmond, who is the manager of Cameroon, and Mr. Desmond, let us just more conversation on investors or potential investors should be expecting this program, and then from there, I'm just going to make a short presentation to present the first investment opportunity which we have for the day, which is a company that operates in the cycling company. It's a metal cycling a project where the project owner already has a tax exemption of 12 billion francs CFA, and equally has been also has to guarantee a letter from a commercial bank, 4% of the required investment, which is $14 million. So we look to evaluate and see if we can get a potential investor who is willing to invest between 15 to 20% of the project value, which is $14 million, which is the capital requirement. So, what do you think potential investors and project owners are going to benefit from this event, which we have already agreed that organize on a weekly basis, where we will showcase possible investment opportunities, and if possible, also making also communicating any investment requirements of potential investors who have capital and they want to invest in specific sectors. They can also share that with us. We'll be looking to see whether we can match them with possible opportunities. In essence, the DICALO Career Investment Fair, Virtual Fair, will focus on matching capital with possible investment opportunities, and this will be done virtually. And we intend to do this globally. We don't have not only within the African market, not only within the Middle East, but we're targeting both the Middle East, Europe, America, as well as Africa. There are a lot of people who want to have capital in the US market or in the European market who want to invest in Africa, and they don't know the possible investment opportunities that they can invest in. At the same time, there are a lot of investment opportunities in Africa. There are a lot of companies that are doing very well, but they are very profitable, they face a lot of difficulties in raising capital, maybe to fund their working capital or to fund any expansion plans. And I think our role at the level of the DICALO virtual investment of the investment virtual fair is to see how we can match these players together and see how they can do business. So what should all these parties be expecting from their perspective?
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Dixon. I think this event it's actually one of its kind, the DICALO Virtual Investment Fair. And here we are going to be bringing you, just like Mr. Dixon rightly said, we're going to be bringing you investment opportunities, not just any kind of opportunity. We're going to bring you the most suitable investment opportunities, which we at the DICALO Consulting Group have gone through to make sure this is a sustainable project. We'll be bringing it during these fairs to open you up to these opportunities and make sure that you can be able to invest your money where you're going to get your returns on it. So whether you're a project manager, you're an investor looking to invest either in Africa, whether it's in Cameroon, Nigeria, or any other African country, or you are looking to invest in other countries in the Middle East, this is the ideal platform for you to join us every Fridays. Actually, this is the first session, so we are excited to bring the first opportunity on board. And we're actually inviting everyone to join us every Fridays from 10 a.m. to get the different opportunities available, which they can actually put their money into.
Okay, thank you again. Like my colleague and team members explained that our focus here, we don't just bring opportunities to you blindly. We conduct a proper due diligence exercise when a project is presented to us to be sure that, first of all, it's a legitimate business opportunity, and we equally evaluate the feasibility of the project before we present it to our audience. Even though we understand that when we present it to our audience, they equally have a responsibility to do proper and further due diligence before conducting any investment with any party that will be introduced by us. But we do our due diligence properly to ensure that whatever the project owner or the entrepreneur is saying is actually something which is real. Otherwise, if we do a proper due diligence exercise and realize that what the investor or what the project owner or the entrepreneur or the business is purporting to say is not real or it's unrealistic or unreasonable or is not feasible, we will not take it out to present it to our audience or to present it to any potential investor. So any investment opportunity which we are presenting to the public or to our audience is after conducting a proper due diligence process which has been established by the DICALO Consulting Group, and we are confident that it is reliable. That is when we take it to the public. And again, like I've said, even where we have done our due diligence exercise, we equally require our investors, upon investing or before investing in any project which has been introduced by us, to equally carry out a further due diligence exercise with their own experts, their own lawyers, or their team before deciding whether they want to invest in the opportunity or not. Again, like I said, today is our first session, and we're just trying to look at some of the problems that we intend to solve in this session. Again, we have said there are a lot of investors who have the capital, who want to invest across different classes of assets, but they are not able to find these opportunities. There are equally a couple of existing businesses, entrepreneurs, project owners who have written excellent projects or who are running businesses that are very profitable, but because of maybe liquidity or because of the fact that they want to expand and they face some challenges in raising this capital. The more reason why the DICALO Investment Virtual Fair is coming to bridge that gap. We're not going to go traditionally to help them at the level of the banks or to go and help them on how to prepare their business plans or things like that. But rather, we want to physically talk to the investors, to the capital owners, those who have the liquidity, who are willing to invest. We simply match them with available investment opportunities. We hope to support and help a lot of businesses as well as a lot of entrepreneurs to be able to get investment opportunities in our platform. Again, like we have said, we have established a proper due diligence process within our team, and we make sure our team does proper due diligence, proper checks before we present any project to our public. Again, today the project I'll be presenting to you, which is like the first of this DICALO Virtual Investment Fair. It's about a metal recycling company, which is a project that is rated by an experienced CFO who has worked with the metal fabrication industry or metal recycling industry for a long time within the African market as well as in North America. So I'm just going to show a presentation of what the client is looking, what the project owner is looking for, and then if there's any potential investor who is willing to have a meeting or have a conversation, who wants to know more about the project, you can always book a call with us, or you can email us via consulting at dicalo.com. Consulting is spelled CONSULTING at DICALOO.com. So you will just email us at consulting@dicalo.com, and you mention the project we should discuss about, and we are going to book a call with you to give you more information, if possible, the financial projections, all necessary supporting documents which the client has obtained up to date. We're going to present them to you, and if you're still interested in the project now, we can then see how we can organize a meeting between you and the project owner. So, Mr. Desmond, since today is our first day and we don't want to take a lot of time, I will go straight away to make our presentation. Again, like I've explained, this is a project that is targeting the recycling sector, and they are more focused on what metal fabrication, which is like recycling products, metals, and the rest. And it's a very, very lucrative business because metals are used in construction, not only architectural, road construction, building of houses, and a couple of governments have also banned the importation of the exportation of these recycling products. So you cannot now export the spare parts or things like that, which have been done from other products. The government in Cameroon is trying to see how they can encourage the recycling of these spare parts locally in order to support the growth of the Cameroonian manufacturing sector, as well as in order to create employment, as well as strengthen the currency via the exports that will be done after the finished products. So just share my screen, and then I make a brief and short presentation. Again, like we have said, we're just giving a snapshot of the investment requirement, and any third party, being an investor, being an institution, or being an individual who's interested in knowing more about the project, you will just reach out to us, and then we'll provide you now with about the project. You see my screen?
Yes, yes, it's clean and clear. Yeah, very visible.
Okay, so you can today's case study or today's project is a metal recycling company presenting in the DICALO Consulting Group Virtual Investment Fair, which is today, the 31st of July 2026, and set the capital from the project owner. The funding, actually the project, like I explained, is $14 million, and the project owner is expected to raise 15 to 20% of the initial amount, which is what they are looking to raise. They are looking to raise $2.27 million. And once the project owner is able to raise this amount, the project owner already has a tax exoneration of $21 million, which has been awarded by the Cameroonian government to encourage them to be able to invest in this project. They equally have a guarantee letter from a commercial bank here, which is going to invest 24% of the value of the project, which initially we have said the capital requirement for this project stands at $40 million, and funding also will be coming from a development bank, one of the leading development banks in Central Africa. They will be investing 60%. So at the moment, like I've explained, we have been able to receive and review the guarantee letter from the commercial bank, and we can say it is authentic and is valid. We equally have been able to receive and review the tax exoneration which was granted to this business by the authorities, and we can say it's legitimate. So now for this business owner or for this entrepreneur, we have also been able to review the project. We have reviewed the financial projections which have been prepared for the next 5 financial periods, and they look very, very attractive. And at the moment for this project owner to implement this project, they are looking to raise $2.2 million. If you are an investor who will be interested in investing in this project, or who will be interested in learning more about this project, like I earlier said, kindly email us via consulting@dicalo.com, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn or with my team member on LinkedIn, or you can send an email to us on the DICALO Consulting Group LinkedIn page, or you can write us, or you can book a meeting from our website to discuss more about this opportunity. Again, like we said, this is our first presentation today, and we already have a project, which means that we hope to have a lot of projects. And again, one of the things we intend to solve in this session is that we equally realize that there are a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs that are running their businesses, and then maybe at a certain point they want to dispose of the business. So we'll be facilitating the purchase and sales of businesses in this our virtual fair. We hope and believe that by the end of the year, we must have helped some business owners who want to sell their businesses or who want to raise capital through this DICALO Consulting Group Virtual Investment Fair. Again, like I said, it was a pleasure talking to you. It was a pleasure introducing this event, which we have agreed will be conducted on a weekly basis by either both of us or by another member within our team. Again, our focus is to bridge the gap between capital and opportunities. We understand that Africa is still a virgin market, and we understand that not only Africa, there are opportunities in Zone A, while there's capital in Zone B or in Zone C. Our role is how we can bridge that gap and make capital to see these opportunities that are existing in the different zones, not only within the African geopolitical market, but across the Middle East, across Africa, across Europe, across America, and across the globe. Again, like we've said, if you are looking to invest in Africa or in the Middle East, and you're doubting on the sector that you want to invest in, we equally can help you in carrying out the feasibility studies that will help you to be able to invest. Again, like we said, it has been a pleasure. As the presenter today, I am Mr. Akam Dixon, and I'm the founder of the DICALO Consulting Group. We wish you all the best. Thank you for watching this event, and we shall be more than happy to meet you in subsequent events that will be organized by us. And we hope and believe that through this event, we'll be able to have businesses to raise capital, we're going to help a lot of entrepreneurs maybe to sell their businesses. We're going to help a lot of maybe fintech businesses who are trying to raise capital or things like that. Again, these are some of the things that we intend to help our audience throughout this process. Again, thank you and wish you a